Welcome everyone on board. Today, we are here to participate in TechGems internal training on Hearing Conservation Awareness Program. This program is designed by TechGems WSH Department. This is in compliance with the legal requirement as per Workplace Safety and Health Act. Training purpose for TechGems Hearing Conservation Program. This includes the following subjects. Objective of the program. The relevant provisions of the Act and these regulations. The effects of noise on hearing. The purpose of hearing protectors. The advantages, disadvantages and attenuation of various types of hearing protectors. Selection, fitting, use and care of hearing protectors. The purpose of hearing tests and the appropriate procedures and requirements of such tests. Objectives of TechGems Hearing Conservation Program. Our main aim is to create awareness on hearing conservation among workers, prolonged exposure to excessive noise-induced deafness. We are sure that, by participating and actively practicing the hearing conservation program, we'll minimize the risk of worker hearing loss due to noise exposure at the workplace. Legal requirements for hearing conservation program. This requirements falls under the Workplace Safety and Health, Noise, Regulations 2011. Legal requirement for training on noise. The factories, noise, regulations. Occupier, employer to institute a training program to educate workers exposed to excessive noise. Training must be conducted within 3 months of that person first commencing work in the workplace, and at least once every 12 months. The effects of noise on hearing. Loud noise can damage cells and membranes in the cochlea. Listening to loud noise for a long time can overwork hair cells in the ear, which can cause these cells to die. The hearing loss progresses as long as the exposure continues. Harmful effects might continue even after noise exposure has stopped. Why the Hearing Conservation Program is so important. As per the Workplace Safety and Health Report 2020, the top 3 types of occupational diseases confirmed were 1. Work-related musculoskeletal disorders. 2. Noise-induced deafness and 3. Infectious diseases. These collectively, as per the chart, accounted for 89% of all occupational diseases cases confirmed in 2020. Noise-induced deafness is the second highest with 110 cases in 2020 as per Workplace Safety and Health Report. The purpose of wearing hearing protectors. Hearing protectors are required to prevent noise-induced hearing loss. Hearing protection devices reduce the noise energy reaching and causing damage to the inner ear. Earmuffs and earplugs are the most common types of PPE. Hearing conservation, benefit and purpose. Purpose of this program is to protect on the human hearing senses. Benefits by practicing the hearing conservation suggestions. 1. Continues employment in the current or similar job of familiarity. 2. Maintain quality communication for continuing bonding with family and friends. 3. Continue to enjoy music, movies, KTV, etc. 4. Ability to respond to emergency signals and shouts quickly. Possibilities are endless. Here is how our ear works normally. 1. Sound is transmitted as sound waves from the environment. The sound waves are gathered by the outer ear and sent down the ear canal to the eardrum. 2. The sound waves cause the eardrum to vibrate, which sets the 3 tiny bones in the middle ear into motion. 3. The motion of the bones causes the fluid in the inner ear or cochlea to move. 4. The movement of the inner ear fluid causes the hair cells in the cochlea to bend. The hair cells change the movement into electrical pulses. 5. These electrical impulses are transmitted to the hearing, auditory, nerve and up to the brain, where they are interpreted as sound.
Machinery or equipment send out strong sound waves that enter our ears and travel down the auditory canal, making our eardrums vibrate. These vibrations then cause 3 tiny bones in the ear, called the ossicles, to send vibrations to the cochlea. The cochlea is a seashell-shaped structure that contains hair cells in it. These send nerve impulses to our brains, which allow us to hear. However, if the sound waves are too loud, they damage these hair cells, causing noise-induced hearing loss. And once your hearing is gone, there's no getting it back.
How can we reduce the noise at the workplace? Let us apply the hierarchy of controls. This includes 1. Elimination, where physically remove the hazard. 2. Substitution, where the hazard is replaced to reduce the hazard. 3. Engineering control, where isolate people from the hazard. 4. Administrative control, where it changes the way people work. 5. Personal protective equipment, protect the work crew with personal protective equipment. Please note that most effective method is to eliminate the hazard and the least effective method is by using personal protective equipment. Ensure we are wearing our personal protective equipment correctly and at all times when at the workplace. Let us apply the hierarchy of control at job site. As elimination is the best option, it is not always applicable due to the work environment. Let us go for substitution. This involves the replacement of a noisy process or equipment with quieter alternative. In this example, the jackhammer was substituted with an automated machine to break down the concrete debris. Doing so, the noise level was reduced from 90 decibel to about 83 decibel. Let us apply the engineering control at job site. In this example, TechGems suction excavator is engaged for the mechanical excavation. The noise generated by the equipment during operation is reduced by the complete enclosure of the equipment. Let us examine the administrative control. This hierarchy of control are made by establishing policies and procedures to lower the risk. This includes job scheduling to limit exposure, posting hazard signs, restricting access and training, etc. Personnel protective equipment. Personnel protective equipment is equipment worn by a worker to minimize exposure to specific hazards like earplug and ear muff to protect against noise, N95 mask, against dust, etc. Personnel protective equipment does not reduce the hazard itself nor does it guarantee permanent or total protection. Always wear the personnel protective equipment as per the risk assessment requirement. All work crews will be provided with the PPE for the respective job. It is legal requirement to wear the PPE or you may got fined and omitted from insurance if something go wrong. Conducting the annual audiometric examination for employees. All employees who are exposed to excessive noise should be examined by a designated factory doctor to detect any early hearing impairment. Always remember, NID is permanent, but it is preventable. Highly appreciate for your presence and participation in the TechGems Hearing Conservation Awareness Program. All programs are successful when it is applied correctly by the end user. Find any mistakes in the presentation? Need any clarification about the program? Please feel free to approach your respective trainer. Or you may contact your respective WSH personnel at site. Thank you.